There you go. Okay, let's do this. Oh, what the heck? The visibility range is pretty, I guess, decent. Oh. Okay, so we did that because we want to run a little bit faster, and this is the speedster build with the pure physical attributes. So since we have blitz, we're able to increase our speed a little bit per stack, which is like, it looks like you're tweaking. Yo, running. Torque crab. Where's the torque crab? I would have needed that. Oh shit. I hear a fight. Let's go. Okay. Alright, let's see what we get. Diamond dust. Lame. So we're gonna go back out and we're gonna go and get I guess I don't know if there's any other place that has an emissary besides these two places. Apart from the ship when the guy turns into a monster. I don't think there's really anywhere else, which is a little bit unfortunate for that dude who turned into an emissary. So we're gonna wear this to give us the speed boost that we need. And we're gonna continue hunting emissaries. Oh gosh. The build is very glass cannony. Okay, this is it. We're gonna drink. Gonna eat that. Gonna drink our last potion. Shit. No! Fuck me! Man, I let my guard down again. Fudge! You are such a bad luck to me. I hate you. Okay, so there's two places that you can get it from here. Oh, this isn't it. It's right underneath. Cruds. Okay, should be good enough. Take off the bag so that we don't frick up. Still diamond dust. Give me petrified! Come on! Give me the petrified organ, man. Oh, this is the wrong place. There we go. Yes! Got it. Okay. We're out of here. Where's my movement speed buff? There you go. Well, at least that's turned out well. And we actually got the petrified organs that we need. Okay, now that we have it, going back to base, and then we're gonna see if we can kill that boss that I don't know what's in it yet. The build works, it's just very fragile. And you need to drink a lot of pots necessary to keep you tanky. Or at least decently tanky. What time?
Can I help you?
So, excuse me. Okay, should be good enough. And then of course, we should just...
Oi, now, excellent.
Wow, 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 wow,
Here's what we need.
wow.
Get it done.
When I didn't want petrified organs, it gives me petrified organs. Good job, game. I love and hate you at the same time. So we're gonna grab this, some of these, all of this, because we're gonna need it. See if the store actually has cooldown reduction pots. Because if we can build, if I can start out with the cooldown reduction, it would be really good. Or
Want to buy something?
of course we're gonna buy that. Huh. Guess it doesn't have. So instead, we're gonna stack up on pots that we need, which are this. I'm guessing I'm gonna need a lot. Do you have any more jerkies that I can make? I'm gonna need these. Do I have any meat? And bread? Bread? No, I do not. However, we can grab bread from the general store. Or the general store should have bread, rather.
You better have the money.
Ooh, it doesn't. Interesting. But it has that. Well, I have alpha jerkies anyway, so I'm not gonna buy any. And then the other thing we need is, of course, the items. The geode, flash moss maybe it was. Swear there's one more. Protect vines. Maybe that was it. Okay, so we're gonna sleep. And then we are going to 1, 2, go and see what that fight is. Oh, I should get the pots that doesn't allow you to have any whatchamacallit. Which is statuses. Status ailments. Where do I get that? Reduces status ailments. I'll take this though. I forgot what potion it was called. Oh, there it is. Okay, should be good enough. Moment of truth. So the build can beat the gargoyle bosses, or the elite gargoyles. However, I do not know if the build can take the... I forgot Zagis. I forgot Zagis's blade. I gotta go back, grab the Zagis saw, and then come back down here. It's quite unfortunate that I am very forgetful. Alright. Going up. The item should... No, it's not there. It's on this one.
Is there something you need? Excellent.
10 pounds overweight. Oh my goodness. 2. Okay, once we're here, voltaic vines, petrified organs, and amethyst geode is what we need for this one. So I hope I am ready to face this monstrosity that we call an outward boss. Okay, so that one, I have not touched that, nor have I opened it. So, wish me luck. What else buffs do I need? Oh gosh, I don't have the rage buff. I'm too lazy to go back up, so whatevs. Impact rage. Boon. Boon. Get some water in me. Drink some potion. Okay, let's go. Severed obsidian has been learned. What? It's not a boss? Hello? I've been lied to. All that prep for nothing. Nothing, I say. Ah. Oh, that's just, oh my goodness. I thought it was a boss fight, man. I thought it was gonna be a fucking boss fight. But it's just a damn skill. I think it's like a pet skill. Ah, it's like a kick in the nuts. It's this. Same, dude. Alright, I'm gonna vent my frustrations on this. Yeah, I might as well. Hopefully the buffs doesn't run out yet. Oh, what? Not fit. Oh my gosh. And it bugs out. You see it here first, boys. Woo. The Three Brothers DLC is pretty good, in terms of all the things they've added, like new monsters, new things to fight, and then the new debuffs that it has. In that sense, it's pretty good. However, in terms of things like compared to Sorobians, I kind of like Sorobians DLC a little bit better because of that big ass dungeon that they gave, whereas this one is more like open spaced out, and apart from the building mechanic, it feels like it's just a lot of grind. No. Because you have to get the materials that you need for the building, right? So it's gonna be grinding. So that one spreads out like that. But overall, I do like the DLC. Oh shit! This one's... And I was too close. This one's really tanky. This is why we carry Zagius. Nope, not that. Come on. Fourth hit. Oh goodness. There we go. That's the debuff we need. I do hope that they make another DLC though. That's my honest opinion. Ah, crap. I took that hit. Stamina. Oh, sorry, I wasn't able to read all your comments, David, so let me read it. My bad. I was like constantly looking to the side while I was playing, which is why I was constantly getting hit. So, you said, yeah, that's my buddy was telling me. I'm looking forward to playing it though. I just finished Sorobor yesterday for the first time. Oh, cool. Did you do the Sorobor questline? I haven't finished the faction questline for Sorobor yet. I'm towards the end on my other toon. So that's the thing. So I don't really know this story of Sorobor completely because I didn't finish the quest completely. Because it came out, the DLC, the Three Brothers came out when I was trying to finish it. So I just stopped and then continued on this character to do the DLC for the Three Brothers. That would be awesome if they kept expanding the game. I just started playing the game a month and it's probably... Hell yeah. No, no, I understand. Oh, you haven't done the faction yet. Just the Rust and Vengeance quest. Yeah, no, I like that about Sorobor. It's like that timed quest that they have, and then if you do do the faction quest, there's gonna be a lot of answers towards who technically made the poison to kill the queen. So a little spoiler there, but I'm sorry if I did spoil it for you. But yeah, I like that part on the Swordward quest line. It explains that a little bit. And then the Rust and Vengeance was also good because of the big dungeon that was interconnected. And I like the fact that there was like within that dungeon there was like a ice and a fire area where it caught me off guard because I didn't have the necessary equipment to deal with either. So I was always constantly in the cold area. I was constantly trying to just make fire to keep my heat up. So I kind of like that dungeon where it's like different areas have different weather and at the same time different monsters too. So yeah, I like that about Sorobor. And the what is this? The new mechanic for that new skill, not skill, but the debuff. What is it called? The green one where you're like corruption, I guess it was called. Yeah, dude. Like that one was kind of hard because it was like, okay, so what I did was I was lucky that I had some wood that I carried, and so I made like a flint. I mean, I made fire. Yeah, corruption. That's the new skill that they got, where it increases your damage somewhat, but at the same time it decreases your holy attribute. I kind of like that. And it kind of caught me off guard too, the corruption thing, when I first went into it, because I didn't know what it was, and I was like, wait, why am I taking so much damage from holy magic? So I was like, oh, okay, so that's what it does. Oh crap! Oh, oh man, oh man! I didn't grab my chest. Rip. Yeah, well, I vented my frustrations on that. It's good enough for me. But yeah, I like that about Sorobor. If you're gonna get this this DLC, just know that it's not gonna be like Sorobor DLC. It does have a lot of new things, like the building aspect, like this. Um, no, you're good, dude. You're good. I've already gotten like I've beaten that boss or that area a couple times already, so it's pretty okay. But yeah, so anyways, back to the thing. Things you can expect is this: the building mechanisms or the new building things that you can do. Just keep in mind that there is a limit to how many specialized buildings you're gonna get. So that's the thing where you have to think about what sort of buildings you want in your area, which is why I think they're trying to encourage you to have either multiple different accounts or to play with other people, because other people could have the buildings that you don't have. Like for example, this arena right here only gives me access to weapon skills, whereas another arena could give you access to passive skills, new passive skills. So that's the kind of thing that you got to think of, like, oh, what do I want for this character to have on his buildings? So I kind of like that. I like that a lot. The only downside is it's very grindy because you got to get the materials you need. Like, for example, when I first started, I didn't know where to get these. So I was just constantly killing monsters, but then later on I noticed that only emissaries majority of the time have it, or the things that you mine that are unidentified. So yeah, there's that. So the DLC is pretty good. Pretty good, but not as good as Sorobor. I do hope that they expand on it a little bit more, like you said, especially because they introduced like these new I guess you could say race, um, and they came from somewhere. So I want to know where they came from because the people in here treated them very, I guess, for a lack of a better word, badly. They treated them very badly, and so you'll figure out what happened in one of the. Oh snap! I got scared. Thought it was an actual monster in my base. But yeah, you figure out what happened to them when they came here, and then so on and so forth. So I want to expand on that because I don't think they did they ever. We haven't touched the whole map of Arai, right? Because this is only the bottom part as well as Sorobor's like in the middle. So there's like other places that we haven't seen, like where Etso is, or is that his name? Etso, the trainer in Cierzo, the ninja. Um, there is a new skill tree. That's the other thing. They they didn't make the skill tree that good. It's very dependent on you carrying what we call, I guess you could call totems. So that's the bad thing, where like the totems don't do that much damage from what I've seen, and they weigh a lot just to have them. And apparently I read from Reddit where somebody actually died while it was open and they couldn't retrieve it because they would have to go all the way back and grab the totems from that spot that where they died or where they dropped it. So that's kind of like the bad thing, where it's like you need to have the skills and then you need to have the item in your backpack in order for you to use it, or within your inventory. So that skill isn't, or that skill tree isn't really that good in my opinion, unlike the ones that was introduced in Sorobor. Like the God, I love this. I love this skill. The probe skill, the probes, the speedster skill tree, and the new magic one, the hex mage, I think it was called. Hey, and yeah, you're able to see a whole bunch of other areas that we can't access yet. The map looks like it could be huge. Yeah, definitely. I think it is huge because like we still haven't seen where Etso, I think is that's man, I'm so bad with names, but the skill trainer from Cierzo, like where his race comes from, the ninja people, the ninja village. I want to see the ninja village. Yeah, the speedster tree is very good. Like especially if you have the passive, this one, I think that's pretty OP to decrease the cooldowns by 40%. That's a lot. That's very huge, especially if the cooldowns are like 100 plus. That's very huge because that cuts a lot of time for it to go for its cooldown. Um, what else? So weapon skills.
What now?
Oh no, they're not the skill trainer. Weapon skills and the specialist skills are basically what you get in the arenas, and there are a lot. Um, and aside from that, the arrows, the changes or the additions they made to arrows, that's also the good part in this DLC because they gave more types of ammunition for arrows. So they basically buff a little bit the ranger skills. So that's the good thing. Um, a lot of these skills also have drawbacks to them. So you would have to figure out how you're going to deal with the drawbacks. Like for example, this one makes you have extreme bleeding and your opponent also has extreme bleeding. The two-hander skill, which I'm using, decreases all your resistances by 50%. So yeah, there's a lot of new skills, weapon skills, and specialist skills that you can play with. Yeah, definitely. Oh, there you go. That's the race, the Kazite. And then there's one more thing. Remember that girl, in Sorobor? I don't know if you talked to her, but if you do the quest line, there's this girl that came from the front lines of where they're guarding the corruption or the monsters from, where they're like the front line and they're like fighting the corruption. So she came from there, and I don't think we've accessed that. So I would want to see that, like the front line of where all the corruption is, or like the thickest of the battle of corruption. That would be cool to see as a new expansion, where it's a little bit harder than this because it's actually the front line of the corruption. So hopefully newer corruption or forms of corrupted monsters. That would be nice. Maybe a harder difficulty. Also, like, I like the fact that they added the gargoyles and other things like the snails. I've heard the bows are pretty good now. There's so many builds that I want to make, I just don't have the time to do. Same. I mean, just narrow it down to, I guess, what haven't you tried yet? So for this one, this toon, this is why I'm playing on this one, is because I haven't tried a build where there's no mana. So this is the build that I made, or that I came up with, that doesn't use mana and is at least a little viable, but it's very glass cannon-y. Very glass cannon-y. You'd get slapped really hard if you fuck up. Because the moment that you do this, you have to be careful and to not get hit. Yeah, bows definitely. And I have to play around with the bombs. I want to make a build around the bombs. Or something like that. The bombs look pretty fun to do. Let me see if I can... grab some.
Want to buy something?
You should definitely try it, man. You're just gonna be... Okay, you have to know the recipes for certain potions or food, because you will need certain things to fight certain areas or monsters. Like if you're gonna be dealing with elemental stuff, you want to buff up on elemental so that you decrease the amount of negative drawback that you get from your skill tree and your skill that you use. Because you'd be paper thin if you don't. Yeah, like these are pretty cool. Let's buy some. Like the new bombs, I want to play around with it. But you'd probably need like a hit and run build. I do have another build in mind, but I would need to join a specific faction for it though. So I have to make a new character, and I'm getting all the materials I need. Especially since it's gonna need a specific type of armor. Yo, like, think about it. Like, there's no cooldown. You could literally chug things. It's just the animation for the throw. I haven't read on the calculations for damage for the bomb, but I'm guessing you could influence it with the buffs or boons that you get for the elementals, because each bomb has a different type of elemental damage. Like for this one, it's DK. So you could potentially increase that with, I guess, a DK boon, and at the same time, I'm guessing since this passive I haven't crafted the bombs. I don't know if you could. Maybe you can. I have not tried crafting bombs. That's a good question. But anyways, back to the thing. So the DK bomb has plague, and if I'm not mistaken, the skill this one. Oh, it doesn't add plague. Oh, it does. So it says right here, extreme bleeding, blaze, holy blaze, and plague by 30%. So making like a dot damage type of build would be fun to do. Because like you just be running around and just dotting everything. But that's a good question, like if you could craft the bombs. Otherwise you're gonna be dependent on buying it. Or either finding it. Let me see if I have a recipe that I read. I can craft the bombs. Yeah, I don't know if you can craft the bombs. I haven't had. I don't have any recipes that I know of. But I'm guessing you could. Maybe I just don't know. Hold up. If I'm not mistaken, the alchemist dude carries like a bomb thing.
Want to buy some?
Yeah, there you go. A regent. So that means you could make the bombs. So I guess you could. It's just that my character doesn't know the recipes. So I'll have to figure that out. Oh, here he is. He does sell the thing. Blazing bomb. Fragment bomb. Nerve bomb. You know what? I'll just buy it. Let's see what else. Where's your other bomb, sir? Hey, it's a good thing you asked that. I wouldn't have realized that you could make bombs. The big question though really is, can you make the bombs at the very earliest of the game? Because that store only opened up once I built it. So I don't know if other places sells the bomb kits. So that's a big question. There you go, blazing bomb. You'd need an oil bomb. An oil bomb requires this. Interesting. I think this is only taken from this DLC. So you can't really make it at the earliest, because that means... Yeah, that's right. Because you can't access this area unless you finish the faction quest. No, you can't. Yeah, that's right. So yeah. So theoretically, you could make the bomb the moment you enter this area. As long as you know the components. But I don't know if you can get this one really early, the bomb kit. Because I don't think I've seen it before the building was made. I could be proven wrong though, because I don't really... Majority of the time when I was playing the area, I was just looking for potions. And then anything else that wasn't a potion or materials that I don't use to make potions, that I need, I would just drop it or leave it. So yeah, I could be proven wrong. I don't know, honestly. And also, you get this new one. Where is he? That's the race. This is the race that was enslaved. Yeah. So it. What are bombs? What are majority of the bomb? It's basically, I guess, all elements, because there's the decay, there's the mist, there's a fire. I'm guessing there's a cool. So anything that would boost a specific element that you want to be your bombs. Yeah, it looks like a furry. Looks like Leomon. A blue Leomon. You know, one thing that I do want them to improve on is the arena.
What now?
So the list here that you see stays the same even when you upgrade the arena. So this is the final upgrade that I chose, right? Which is the weapon skills upgrade. So the weapon skills upgraded one is still the same when you first get the arena, which is the when it doesn't have the skills or those passives that you want. So they could improve it a little bit more, where they add more things once you unlock some things. Maybe there is, maybe I haven't unlocked it, so I don't know, but so far this is what it is. This is the list of people that you can fight in the arena, which is really few, because there's only 5. You could add variety too. Oh shit. You right. You right. What if there is? What if the bombs do have a different thing? Kind of like pistols, right? When you have the, was it wind sigil? And then you shoot your pistol, it becomes like a zap cannon. So yeah, could definitely try that. Thanks, you're giving me pretty good ideas on what I could make. Um, what else could you do that's pretty good? Oh, another one you could try definitely is some sort of ethereal. Do I have it? I don't have it. Oh, I thought I have it on this one. So when you upgrade this, it turns into something called like a mana armor, where it has ethereal damage boosts. So you could try an ethereal build also if you want to try that, like a pure ethereal build. I don't know how you would make it or what trees you want to go to. You could also try that. With the armors introduced in Sorobor, plus one of the new items or awakened weapons you get, you could also try a full DK damage. Where is it? Where's that damn mace? This one. So this is the new weapon, one of the new weapons. You could definitely make a, I guess, a pure DK type of build. That was one of the things that I wanted to try out. And then the new weapons too have something called astrals, which I think all weapons have the same thing, which is haunted and scorched. So you could try for a type of build like that. That's also another fun thing just to keep in mind as you're making your new characters. There's a lot of things you could combo it with, especially with the new weapon skill. No, not weapon skills. The passives. like these ones. So there's a lot of things you could make, man. Yeah, horror armor. There we go. All I remember was there was an armor that gives you DK damage boosts. Yeah, there's a lot of things you could make. And just keep in mind that there are new debuffs when you enter this. I'm not going to tell you what type of debuffs they are, but just be careful because you might get screwed over like I did. One of my hardcore characters, because I was trying to show somebody or another viewer, his name is Mashi, I was trying to show him what the new stuff was. So I technically just stood there and took a hit from one of the monsters, and let's just say I couldn't move and then I died because I just got constantly hit from something I can't dodge. So yeah, I love the new debuffs. So just keep that in mind, man. There's a lot of things you could do. The bosses so far, or the arena bosses so far that I know of, is this the gargoyle. I don't know about the bottom, or not the bottom, but any other places. And like you've seen, I thought the horse was an actual boss. Yeah, I lost on that account. I lost all my progress. It was for a lack of a better word, it held majority of my weapons, the specific weapons and armor that you get from all the quests and whatnot. Like the boss weapons. Yeah, I still feel bad. But what can you do? You live and learn. No, dude, I did. I turned off my stream afterwards because I was like, oh man, I feel bad. Yeah, and I did. I felt bad, but you know what? It made me make this build, which is the glass cannon build. So I'm pretty happy so far with it. And yeah. But anyways, I would have to go soon because I have to do other things. But hey, man, nice talking to you. And I hope you make new builds too. The guts goes nuts build. Yeah, you can go nuts, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be like calculated nuts. Cause like, good lord, you get swatted so easily once you have all the this debuff right here. You get slapped around so hard. So you need to like dodge or either guard. And when you guard with a two-handed weapon, it tends to get this durability really low, especially with Zagis, which only has 400. So you'll really need like a SAR weapon, which doesn't have a durability, which is why I switch between. So the Zagis puts the debuffs that you need, which are, if you haven't seen it, so pain instantaneously. Once it confirms a hit, pain is put into that monster or enemy. The rest are poison, burning, and extreme poison. So those are good debuffs for things that can be afflicted with it. So like for gargoyles, they hit pretty hard and they have really high defenses. So I would inflict the pain first, which is why you use probe, because probe from 1 to 4, except for the 5th where you actually spin, the attack speed is pretty much faster than that, like this regular swing. So probe is actually a little bit faster, like 1 to 4. and then from 1 to 4, you either the third one inflicts confusion, and then the last one inflicts pain. So yeah, so once I hit the monster with the first probe, I switch to the SAR weapon, but I stay within Zagis as long as the enemy can be debuffed with either burning poison or extreme poison. So if it's something like that I think that doesn't do it, I'll just inflict the pain first and then switch. But yeah, it's a pretty okay build. I'm gonna make another one. It's gonna be like a assassin type of build. Cause let's just say I think this skill's pretty cool. The technique. I'm gonna build something around that. So yeah, just keep an eye out. I almost have all the pieces. It's gonna be a little fun. A little bit, I guess, a little bit harder than this, because you're not gonna output as strong of a damage right out the bat with this than this build. But the other one is more of like debuffs, dots. So yeah, hopefully. Oh, what's your skill tree? Tell me some aspects to the dagger build that you notice, because I haven't really played with the dagger yet. Like from what I seen reading the dagger builds, or not the dagger builds, but the dagger skills, seems like there's like a backstab mechanic. So I'm guessing it's like probably double the damage if you hit them from a back. I haven't tried daggers. Yeah, majority of the time I played sword and board. A tanky mage type of build, mage paladin I guess, and then this one, the two-handed. I want to branch out though a little bit. So maybe I should try yours idea, a dagger. Oh, another thing too, just to entice you a little bit more in actually getting the DLC. So the new tents gives you specific bonuses to the types of things, like for example the elements, or for this one gives you let's see if I can take off my bag first. This tent gives you physical attack boost and HP. So it's just the rage skill tree, because I didn't know what it was doing when I first started. And the rogue skill tree. Ah, I see. I'm guessing you like the flash onslaught. Is that what you got from the warrior monk tree? So here you go. So the Caligry bone cage gives you health regen and physical damage up. So it helps with this build. As you can see, 118. And with the SAR weapon, it becomes 177. But do keep in mind that this uses the speedster skill, so I'm still missing the innate like extra 15% when I go into my boons, like the monk boon. Yeah, same. I like the flash onslaught when I first started. Especially since it makes you look like you, like, what are the, I don't know if you play League, but it's like Master Yi. Where you... yeah. Try out the new tents, man. So if you see a new tent, buy it or get it, and then you try to see what it is. So for so far, I think I've in this playthrough I've gotten this, and I think the light one. But I think I sold the light ones because I don't use magic, so I'm just selling whatever items I don't necessarily need. So yeah, definitely try it out. And of course the plant tent, my favorite. Oh yeah, David, try it out, man. And hopefully you have fun with the DLC, man. I haven't played much League. I just built my first computer. Oh, nice. Grats, dude. You are slowly becoming a part of the master race. JK. I wish I had some consoles. The only console I have was... I had a PS2 and a Switch. That's about it. Can't afford the rest. But yeah, check out the Sorvor. Not sorry, the Sorvor. Check out the Three Brothers. Another advice I would give you is be careful when you build it. When you start making your buildings, don't just instantly click the moment you click on the blueprint. Because what I did the first time was I instantly clicked it and then clicked it again, and I dropped the building. And you can never ever destroy the building you've built. It's there forever. So plan out how you're gonna structure your buildings, how you're gonna space it. I would advise, honestly, to push the main building a little bit further into the front so you don't have to run as much. This one isn't even as good because I didn't push it all the way to the front. I should have put it right here, but I put the city hall all the way here. So that was my mistake. So hopefully you don't make the same mistake as I did and make your buildings a little bit more organized, because you're gonna be doing a lot of running to and fro. Apart from that, another advice that I would really tell you, I wish I knew this, was that before you go into the next part of your quest for this DLC, try to not go into the next quest once you finish it, but try to space it out so that you don't trigger the 150 days that they give you for the next set of quests, but rather that you finish the first 150 days and then you have a gap where they won't do anything until you trigger the next quest. And from there you want to farm as much of items and coins that you need, because you will need a lot of coins and items, especially for the requirements of the buildings. So where's this guy? I don't really have.
So
So like this, you're gonna have upkeeps. So buying units or food units or whatever, you want to have money, because every day you would when you first start, at least, you would be decreasing your funds, you would be decreasing your food, and you would be decreasing your timber, and so you would need a lot of money to basically kickstart it. So that's another advice that I would say that you should at least know before you actually start playing the DLC, because it was a butt that I had to rush everything because I didn't space out myself. Hey Will, what's good? Nothing's good. Besides killing the gargoyles, that's about it for this one. I thought there was another boss fight, or at least a arena dungeon boss, but it wasn't, so I was wrong. It was just a extra summon. So the extra summon that I got was this, and I basically made a fool of myself. But yeah, I hope what I said is kind of making you want to buy the DLC, David, and make you more excited to playing the DLC. I've been taking my time, honestly. Um, and aside from that, it's been a butt just grinding the items that I need, especially uh, it was a butt grinding this, and this because every time I wouldn't get it on the drops from the emissary. So yeah, yeah, I've been very slow on the progress, JP. Hey man, I hope you guys had fun doing that. But in any case, I gotta go to, I gotta start my day. So thanks for watching. Hopefully, you guys will watch the next set of guides, and not guides, builds that I'm gonna try and make.